I still can't believe that this era is coming to an end. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Dynasty back doing something a bit different because in case you've not heard the news, at the end of July, Microsoft is officially closing a piece of me, a piece of my childhood, the Xbox 360 marketplace. And because they're doing that, they've actually had a bunch of games go on sale before they're being delisted forever. So in many ways, this is the last time you can buy a lot of these games digitally. If you don't buy them now, you have to buy the physicals. And for instance, there's a physical game going for like 150 bucks right now on eBay that you can buy for like $5 in the marketplace. If you don't buy it between now and the end of next month, you'll probably have to pay upwards of 200 bucks as time continues because the FOMO inflation for the Xbox 360 is real. I have a couple recommendations that I actually have physicals on that are actually on sale, which is awesome. But there's even a few that I don't have personally, which I'm just relieved to see are on the sale because I don't want to spend $150 for a physical when the game was never worth that to begin with. So hopefully this video actually saves you guys some money. I've been getting the FOMO bug for the last, I want to say 4 or 5 weeks. I've probably bought like 200 Xbox 360 games in the last month and a half. Eventually, we're gonna have some more content like that covering all these hidden gems I've purchased on the channel. So this is probably like the first of many here discussing the Xbox 360 games of that sort. So again, not really gonna be showing you too much gameplay of these games we'll be talking about. Just really want you guys to actually be aware that this is taking place because I looked on YouTube and it seems like not a lot of people are even talking about this. And I know some of you guys probably don't even own your Xbox 360 anymore and you're like, well, that's a shame because I can't really take advantage of this. Well, that's not true. You actually can because despite you not owning the console, if you just buy the game now, it'll be there forever even once these games get delisted at the end of next month. So I'm just saying, if you're big into gaming, a lot of these games will be the last chance you can buy them before you gotta pay a lot of money because the inflation is just insane right now. So if you guys are enjoying different content like this on the channel, if you could do me a solid, it takes you a second, drop a like on it. This is my childhood right here. This inspired me to eventually be a gaming creator here on YouTube, so it's really bittersweet, man. When the blades got taken away years ago, you know, it hurts. And to know that now the actual marketplace is leaving, it hurts. So I'm just trying to grab everything I can before things get even more ridiculous with the pricing. So with that said though, shout out to True Achievements and let's get into it. Now this website's awesome, True Achievements. They pieced together over 140 non-backwards compatible games for the Xbox 360. And the cool thing about this list that they've pieced together is you actually see the sell price and the discount. And if you click on the sell price here, it takes you to the official Xbox marketplace on your PC, on your Mac, whatever you're using your browser. And you can buy these games on your PC, save you some time, and you don't have to actually have the physical 360 go over to that game, find the sell, buy it, you know what I mean? So it saves you a lot of time. They made this super easy. I'll have this linked down below. It's what I'm gonna be using for this video. So first things first, I mean, you can't beat some of these games. 99 cents. Should we start at the more expensive stuff? Let's do that. Okay. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is going for 12, which is still kind of steep. Discount price is 40. 99 Nights 2 going for 750. I actually don't have 99 Nights 2 because it goes for upwards of like $60 to $70 on eBay. So I'm probably gonna snag this because even though $7 is not a dollar like a lot of these games are, it's probably gonna be the cheapest I could ever get to getting this game without paying the FOMO tax. So that's one game I think you guys should probably pick up. It's like a Dynasty Warriors-esque game. I really recommend it. I've not obviously played it, but I've seen gameplay for months and months now. It's a great looking game. Next up, we got things like Birds of Steel for $750, and then thankfully, the discounts start getting discounted, and it's pretty apparent. $5 for Tropical 5, Tornado Outbreak. I'm not kidding. Tornado Outbreak is going from $120 to $150 right now. I'm not kidding. Here's a listing I shared over on Twitter when I first saw this discount. $130 for this game physically, and typically it's in that 110 to 150 range. And if it wasn't for the sale, I could safely say I would never experience a game like Tornado Outbreak. So again, That's why I'm even making this video, because for a lot of you guys, myself included, this is the only time we'll ever be able to play these games before they're gone for good, and we have to actually pay a bunch of damn money. So this is another game, just like 99 Nights, you should probably buy, because the FOMO price is super inflated right now. You got your Middle Earth going for $5. Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection. WB was being stingy, and they said, we'll give them 50% off. I mean, if you've not had Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and UMK3 on your Xbox, this will be the last time you can ever get it before it's gone for good. So if you guys are Mortal Kombat fans, obviously a lot of you guys are if you're subbed to the channel, this is probably something you should buy, because once this is gone, you can never use it again. I don't even think the codes will work. I think back then if you bought the fight stick, it came with this game. I don't think those codes are even valid after the end of next month when they close the store. So again, if you've not bought Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection, this is going to be your last time to have those Mortal Kombat games on your console. Again, we don't even have this at all. We have no collections for Mortal Kombat. This is the last one. I think this dropped back in 2011. It's not on the Xbox Series consoles. It's only on the 360, so you have to have one to play it, but still, at least you could get that nostalgia fix without buying an arcade 1-up, which is the only recent re-release of these games. You got Metal Gear Solid 5 for $5. You got a bunch of Lego games, the Batman Arkham games. If you've not actually bought those, you probably should. The physicals go for about that price as well, though. Keep going down. Omerta City of Gangsters is a game I actually have the physical for. If you look closely on eBay, you can find the physical for about, I paid $8. Now I think it's going for like $15. Essentially, it's The Sims with Tommy guns. You're simulating mobsters. I love mob movies, so for me, this was right up my alley. If you like The Godfather and things of that sort, strongly recommend it. It's really cheap right now, $3. If you don't want to buy the physical, I mean, I'm never gonna probably open this, so I'll probably end up buying the digital just so I can keep this sealed forever. I strongly recommend it because it looks amazing. Dishonored is $3. Dark is another game that's going for upwards of like, I want to say $40 to $60. Just like 99 Nights and the Tornado Outbreak game, this is one of those heavy hitters that if you don't get digitally in the future, it'll probably hit like $80 in a few months. I don't have the physical yet because I don't want to pay like $50 for this old game, but essentially it's like Splinter Cell stealth gameplay, but you're a vampire, so you have to like creep up on people and then drag the bodies and hide them from the other people you're trying to get through. It's a stealth-based game. It's pretty decent from what I've seen so far, but for $3, that's pretty cheap compared to paying upwards of $60, $70 complete in box. So again, that is a game I am stressing you should probably buy on the sell. Brink has always been cheap. Going on, we got Street Fighter Tekken. If you've never played Street Fighter X Tekken, $2. I think the physical is going for like $25, $30. This is a game that I probably have to pick up because I still don't own the physical. Again, before this goes away, you should probably take advantage of this. All the Resident Evil games are also on sale. Remember Me is going for $2, which is crazy because the physical for this game is going for now, I think like $40 on eBay. Thankfully, I found this locally for like $5 because the person selling it had no clue this was worth anything. It was this and a bunch of other Tom Clancy stuff, so I picked this up for cheap. I dodged a bullet, but at $2, I mean, this is honestly a hidden gem. I think there was like discussion of this being like game of the year at the time. It dropped super late in the actual life cycle. I want to say 2013, 12-ish. So right before the Xbox One came out, this was making waves. It's super underrated. It's pretty much a, I think it's like a third-person platformer. So if you're into that stuff, I strongly suggest it. Go pick it up, and for $3, excuse me, $2, even cheaper than that, I think you're getting your money's worth. Now, we got Need for Speed Most Wanted, but not the good one, the remake, unfortunately. The actual OG one's going for like $60. I don't have that. Devil May Cry HD Collection for $2. That's one hell of a deal. I think the physical goes for like $15. Other Devil May Cry games also on sale. Dead Rising, Darkstar 1, Broken Alliance. This is going for $2. I got this for, I want to say, $15. I think it's now going for upwards of $30, and that'll probably keep, you know, going up and skyrocketing because this is one of the few space simulators where you got like space combat. It's really unique. I've not had a chance to play it yet, but it's one of those games that I know is probably considered a hidden gem by a lot of people and collectors. So don't sleep on this. If you don't want to spend 30 bucks, I mean, for $2, you get a game that's one of a kind. If you're into space, Bulletstorm for $2 is super damn cheap. Hey, look at Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix for $1.50. Again, there is never a physical for that, so if you've ever wanted a lot of these old Street Fighter games, gotta get them now because in a month, they'll be gone forever for $1.50, man. You can't beat that. Bionic Commando for $1.50, that's a great deal as well. Going down, you got Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting again for $1. Red Faction Gorilla, I do own the physical, not actually with me, it's in the other room. For $1, you can't beat that. You really can't. Unfortunately, it's not backwards compatible. I know the sequel is, but for $1, I want to say it goes for like 5 to 10 maybe on eBay still. I strongly suggest picking that up. Mighty Number 9 for $1 is fucking great. Metro, I believe both of them are on sale for about $1, $1.50. Black, the OG Xbox game for $1 is one hell of a deal. And there you go, the Dead Islands, Homefront, 50 cents, man. Burnout Crash for 50 cents. You're getting so much value here, you know, Dead Island for 75. See what I mean? And again, this is the second wave. If you've not seen this yet, it'll be linked down below. When it came to the first wave, the one thing that I think really stood out for me, there's some good games here, right? But for me, in terms of like the FOMO and saving you some fucking money, because that's the point of this video, I'm trying to save you guys some fucking money. If you look closely, you'll see Dark Messiah. This game is going for like, I want to say $45 right now. I think I paid like $23 for this on eBay about a month and a half ago, right when the FOMO hit, because I knew this was going to be super hard to come across. Thankfully, it's on sale for $4. I know $4 is not 50 cents, but considering this game is slowly peaking, I think this is going to be really expensive to get a hold of in a few months. So if you don't want to buy the physical, but you still want to experience this without getting screwed with your wallet, for $4, you're getting a really good RPG. So that is the one, I think, gem from the first listing of sales that dropped May 13th. So yeah, Xbox for the past couple of weeks now has been actually dropping a bunch of these games, really good games discounted. Kane and Lynch for $3. Man, you know, the first list wasn't the greatest. The discounts weren't necessarily there in terms of like, you know, in comparison to what you're paying for physicals. A lot of these games are great though, but again, Far Cry 4 for $6, that's not that much of a sell when you can buy the physical for that price. Really, the most recent one just dropped a couple of days ago. This one right here, this whole list right here is where a lot of the sales come into play. Again, the fact that you can get Tornado Outbreak for $5 when that's going for 120 to 150 is insane. So again, I believe there is one more drop of sales dropping. I want to say July like 13th. The middle of July next month, there's gonna be a whole nother wave of sales. And after that, that's it. At the end of July, they're closing the store and all these games are going to be delisted, which you would expect would mean the physicals are going to be more expensive because people are gonna, you know, have the FOMO hype and the fear of missing out's real. I've got the bug already, so I'm trying to just grab everything I've really been wanting and been holding off on lately. It's kind of come at a cost, but you know, I guess I gotta pay now versus pay triple later. So guys, in case you didn't know, there's over 140 games on sale right now on the Xbox 360 marketplace. The store closes at the end of next month. I strongly suggest every game I showcased and mentioned here. Maybe I missed out on a couple hidden gems here, but I don't think I did. So yeah, a lot of value here, guys. A lot of value. I know it sucks that this is going away. It is what it is. Maybe it'll not go away and the FOMO can stop and I can get the games I want for cheap again, but I think those days are over. So hopefully this helped you out. Again, if you just use this website, True Achievements is list here. They make it super easy. I'm seeing some reports as well on the Reddit for Xbox 360 that there's been a lot of issues in terms of actually purchasing a lot of this content, and I was running into them as well last night on both the actual system and on the website. So if you try to buy these games right now and it doesn't work, don't worry, because as far as I know, I got an update last night that apparently Microsoft was looking into it. So even if you try to buy them right now and it doesn't work, just know that eventually it's going to, and don't forget, because a lot of people are trying to take advantage of this and the servers are broken. It's archaic technology at this point. You would think Microsoft would at least have that going for it. If not mistaken, when this list first came out, they released it and they pulled it because a lot of the games they mentioned weren't even listed on the marketplace anymore. So it's been a shit show, but hopefully this helps you. And if it did, you already know the drill by now. Do me a solid here, take a second, drop a like on it, of course. subscribe for more content like this on the channel. Till next time, I've been your host, been Dynasty. You guys please take care, stay safe. Dark Messiah, Dark Star 1, Remember Me, Omerta, The City of Gangsters, 99 Nights, Dose. Those are the ones you need to get, along with Tornado Outbreak and the vampire game. What's the vampire game called? Dark. Get those games, and I promise you will not regret it. You will not regret it. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah. Living on it crack, but I'm not superstitious.